Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome back to our brand new series, My Home, My Cuisine. My name is Sami and we are going to be cooking the best dishes from around the globe. And guess what? These are not cooked by 5-star Michelin chefs. Oh no, they are cooked by the students of everyday good cooking, mashallah. And this episode, we are going to the Pearl of the Indian Ocean. And who better to give us a cooking lesson today than my brother Hisham. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum, Sami. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, bro. How are you doing today?
Alhamdulillah, Jazakumullah khaira for having me. Assalamu to the viewers, Aibon and Vanakam for the Sri Lankan viewers who understand the languages of Tamil and Sinhala. I am your cooking chef, host
Yes,
for
chef.
today, Hisham. And today, Sami, we've got 2 exciting dishes lined up for you.
It looks amazing, bro. The
Very
colors,
authentic.
I can see the ingredients. Yeah, they're just popping right out at me. Take me through some of these ingredients, bro.
Yeah, so 2 very authentic traditional dishes known to Sri Lanka especially, and some parts of South India as well are known to make it, but it's most more authentically Sri Lankan. So the first dish we have is the kiri hodi or the palanam, which is basically a coconut milk gravy, which we make with spices, onions, chilies, some beautiful other fragrant herbs we have as well, and it's topped off with coconut milk, fresh coconut milk.
Okay.
And then to complement that, we have another Sri Lankan staple, which is called sini sambal or luna miris, which is basically a onion chutney that we make with spices, other herbs as well, and to top it off with a secret ingredient will be actually sugar.
Oh, fantastic. And I've seen some of these utensils, bro. I haven't
Yes.
seen these before. MashaAllah, they look quite cool, quirky. What are these utensils?
So don't ask me the name of that. So both dishes will normally be served with what we call string hoppers.
Right.
Now time doesn't allow, sadly, for our very short show today to actually show you guys. But what we do is normally take rice flour, white rice flour, red rice flour, if you prefer to have an healthy option.
Yeah.
We mix that with a bit of salt. So we have white or red rice flour mixed with salt. And then essentially we pour some hot water, make that into a dough, and then we place the dough mixture inside here. Don't ask me the name again. I don't know. And then you squeeze out onto these bamboo
These are quite
plates.
cool, bro. I like these. Rustic little plates, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic,
So we've been using this for decades now. My great aunt,
And you know what?
Allah yarhamuha, she actually gave this to us. So it's steamed rice cakes. It's essentially rice noodles. Very simple to make. Time doesn't allow for us to make it today.
It's all right,
However,
bro. No worries.
we'll be welcoming the viewers and yourself, Sami, to these warm dishes that we have coming ahead.
Fantastic. We can show them a little later on the finished product. Inshallah, bro. I'm so excited to get going, inshallah. How do we start? What should we start with?
So let's start straight with the kiri hodi or the palanam. So what we need to do is we need to get the stove on. Sami, if you can get this one on, thank you. And it's super simple. So we need to get some water. So I'm just gonna get some water from over here. Yeah, and it's essentially a coconut milk gravy, right? So what we need to do over here.
Coconut milk gravy. So is this something that you guys usually cook in back home? Is it for special occasions?
So it's like a weekly thing, monthly thing. So normally you have it with, like I said, string hoppers, which I'll show you guys later on.
Yeah.
But it's normally accommodated and accompanied with that. So
right.
just if we have a quick look at the ingredients.
Let's do it, bro.
We have what we call pandan leaves. We have curry leaves. We have green chilies. We have finely chopped and diced onions. We have eggs if you'd like. You can make it without eggs, but what we'll do is we'll steam the eggs.
Never had steamed eggs before, bro.
Sorry,
never.
Boiled eggs.
Boiled eggs. Okay, right. I was just
Forgive
testing
me.
you there.
Sami, I can always rely on you
Go,
to
bro.
test me. So we also have this very quirky ingredient. It's basically dried fish powder.
Can I smell it?
Yeah, you can smell it.
Dry fish powder.
Yeah. So you have flakes of fish. So it's dried. You won't be able to tell.
Yeah. You can't really tell.
You won't be able to tell
it does have
when
a
it's cooked.
strong taste.
But we have that as well. We also have turmeric. You know, haldi as Asians call it. We also have some chili powder. We have some fenugreek. We have fenugreek seeds. We have a lemon.
Yeah.
we have coconut milk, and we have some more dried fish powder. Right.
Fantastic.
So
That's
if we
great,
move over to the stove here.
Sure. Yeah.
Yep. So is that nice and warm? Yep. So what we'll do now is we'll add the water straight in. And you'll hear the boil.
Okay. So, bro, who taught you how to cook? Because you seem
Yeah.
like you know what you're doing. Sure, you do.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. So when I was over at university for 7 years in Kingston for the Kingston alumni and graduates, hello, welcome.
Big up
You
Kingston.
may see me. Yeah, exactly that. So obviously you can't order takeaway every day, right?
Yeah.
Time and money doesn't allow for that. So I used to FaceTime my mum and my grandma, who both live with us, and they very kindly, jazakallah khaira, they would teach me, right? They would take me over on FaceTime and teach me.
Okay.
And yeah, just learn through there, really.
Yeah. So it was it noodles and ketchup sandwiches at
No,
university?
no. I had some exotic stuff.
Yeah, you had the chef's skills, huh?
Yeah. So let's get straight over.
Yeah, go to it, bro.
So we have the onions that we're adding first. So it's about half an onion that we've diced, So we add that in. Sammy, if we can get some more water.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Just a bit low on water. We'll keep the heat on fairly high. So what we're looking to do is we're looking to cook the onion now. And yeah, so we just turn the heat up. If we can add some more water. And then to the water, what we'll do, so to the water and onion, we will add just a tiny bit of turmeric, not too much. It's only for the colouring, right? Sammy, when you're ready, so you can just pour some water. Yeah, you can pour that in. Not too much, about half of that.
Oops.
Yeah.
A bit more.
Yeah, I'll do. We're all good.
I have got butter fingers though, bro.
Yeah,
I
butter
don't know if you
fingers.
wanna trust me on a lot of stuff.
No problem at all.
We'll move this one out of the way so we can really have a look at.
Sure, so I'll show you how to steam the string hoppers in there later.
Okay, so what are we adding in now, bro?
So now with the dried fish powder, so we add that, just, a couple of teaspoons.
And is that something you can buy at your local shop, yeah?
Yeah, so you can buy it at a local spice market.
Okay.
We add some of the fenugreek seeds as well.
Fenugreek.
Fenugreek seeds.
Looks fantastic.
Add that in.
And it's got a nice little colour to it, like a mustardy colour.
Yep. We add some chili powder to taste. Obviously, we're going to add some green chilies in as well.
Are you a
So
spice
don't make
man,
it-
bro? Do you like your food
I am a
spicy?
spice
yeah?
man. I do like spice. I do like some
Yeah.
some sharp So we put the curry leaf straight in, so we can take just
Fantastic.
stick
Bro,
of
because
that.
I'll be honest, I've been doing my research on Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Right? And I know, is it volleyball the national sport? Is that correct?
Yeah. So that's correct. So
Mashallah.
normally people would think it's cricket, right? Most Sri Lankans play cricket and watch cricket religiously.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, the national sport is actually volleyball. So now we're putting in the pandan leaves, Sammy. So
Yeah.
just you can just tear both, or
Just
you can
to
just
turn.
you can cut it. So that goes straight in there. And then what we need to do is we
Good
need
old
to
chili,
get-
yeah? The trusty chili.
Yeah, a couple of green chilies, not too much. If we can get a knife as well, Sammy,
Yeah.
and get that going, that's all good to go. Now, what we'll do is we'll keep an eye on this. So we use this specialized spoon. So yeah, really, Sammy, what we're looking to do now, right, is we're basically looking just to cook the onion and the herbs and just get that smell. Okay, not like that.
No?
No.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. So it's fine. You've done the hard work for me. So what we're going to do is just going to sear it in half.
Oh, you
like
do the
this.
fancy way then, bro,
Yep.
yeah? Okay.
And we add the two chilies there. Just give it a little mix, and then that's pretty much it, right? So
And that'll just sit there to simmer for a while.
that'll sit there to simmer, and 8-9 minutes or so. All we're looking to do is just
Yeah.
soften the onion, and then as soon as the onion softens, we'll add in the coconut milk. We'll finish off with the lemon juice, and then that's the end of that dish, right? So it's very simple.
So what is this eaten with? You said this is a kind of a chutney. What is it generally?
So this isn't a chutney. This is the coconut milk gravy.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
So that's why we have the fresh coconut milk there.
Okay.
Now, what we normally have this with is the string hoppers, right? So the string hoppers, like you saw with the bamboo steaming plates, we have that with that, or you can have with bread. Normally had with string hoppers, it's like a soup,
Yeah.
right? So
Okay.
there are some spices, there are some herbs. So sometimes if you're feeling ill, you can
Sounds
always,
good though, bro. And it's a
can
light
always-
meal, yeah?
you can have it as a light meal. So next, whilst that's cooking, we'll get straight on with this, right? So we have just a standard bowl here.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now, Sami, is we're going to prepare the new dish, which is the
This is where we get our
onion
hands
chutney.
dirty then, I'm guessing.
Where we get
Yeah,
our
I
hands
like
dirty.
it. I like this.
Right. So what we need to do, just clear
out the
away
way,
the
bro.
chilies.
This is my favorite part of cooking, bro. I
Right.
like
We
it.
don't need a knife for now.
There you go.
So what we're
Bismillah.
doing is we're putting all of the onions. So it's about 2 to 3 large onions, cut very finely. So as you can see, it's cut very thin. Right. So we're putting it all into the bowl here. Just get everything out. And if you can get me the other ingredients in the meantime, that'll be great. Okay.
Let's see.
So put that to a side. Don't
So
need
what-
that for
what-
now.
What is this one, bro?
So that's
Say it again.
so this is we have chili flakes, we have Kashmiri chili powder, which is just like a darker red chili powder.
Cinnamon.
We have cinnamon. Yep.
See, on the ball, bro. I know.
Yep. So yeah. So what we'll do. We'll keep
Leek
that there.
leaf.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
There you go.
So to start with, brothers and sisters, we are going to put the chili flakes, right?
I love the color, man.
Right. And we have some. Get a spoon. Yeah. I mean, this is normally a spicy dish.
And that's the
We
Kashmiri.
don't wanna- this is a Kashmiri chili, so
Right,
it's slightly darker. It's mostly for the color, and then we can get some of the chili powder that we had from earlier. So
Okay.
just a spoon of that in. Or just
Look at that. I mean, look at that
more.
color, guys. That's fantastic.
yeah. Now also
Yeah.
remember
It's
the
a rainbow in a bowl, bro.
It is. Remember the funny dish we added earlier, the quirky one. Do you remember?
Yes.
What was it?
Fish powder.
Yes. So we'll have the dried fish powder. We'll add that in as well.
Chef, what can I say?
Right. And then what we need to do now is after adding, a
Does it get
smidgen-
confusing though sometimes? Because there's so many spices and mixes you have to, put in and combinations.
not
Does it get a
really.
bit tricky, no?
Not really, no. It can be if you're new to cooking, but otherwise, it's fairly straightforward, right? So we'll put a bit of cinnamon in now. We can also put it on the stove later. So now what we're going to do, Sami, do you want to do this part or shall I?
Yeah, bismillah, I don't mind.
So what we
getting
need you
involved.
to do is we need you to just mix it up in the bowl.
I can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get your hands dirty.
Okay,
In
bismillah.
the meantime,
And I have washed my hands, by the way.
let's look over to our coconut gravy. So that's coming on
I've just
nicely.
realised I'm gonna go home with onion smelling hands to my wife.
Try not to cry, Sami.
She'll be
Try
like,
not to cry.
what has he done? Yeah.
So we'll keep that on the side here. We'll just put the lid on. And in the meantime, we are going to put the coconut oil. So we have virgin, extra raw organic coconut oil. So what we'll do, we'll put just
do you know,
a teaspoon or
look at the
two.
colour.
So you can already...
And what did you say the name of this dish was called?
So this is called sini sambal.
Sini sambal. And what does that mean?
Sini means sugar, and sambal basically means like condiment, chutney, right?
Okay.
So we've put some coconut oil in
I think
there
that's done, bro.
to start with. Yep, that looks really good for now, Sami. We don't need the sugar until later. Now what we can do now is we're going to start frying some of the herbs to put the onions in.
Okay.
Yeah? Is that clear?
That's fine, yeah. I'm just
Cool.
gonna quickly
Right.
wash my hands while you do that.
Sure, so the coconut oil is here. We can have that with us if we need to. Now, to start frying is, we've got the pandan leaves as well. Just tear it into half, put it in. About a couple would do. I mean, it's not really for taste, right? It's more for smell, aroma, and flavor. We have some curry leaves as well that we put in. Right,
Honestly,
and
you're
you
the
can hear-
herb doctor, bro. I can say that.
Yeah, and we can put a few cinnamon sticks, right? It's not gonna hurt anyone.
And what I'm taking from Sri Lankan cuisine is really healthy, bro. It's
Yeah.
It's very natural, very organic.
Definitely.
Yeah. We had the episode with Omar, and it was just oil. It was really tasty, but it was oil,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
butter, it was God. But
Yeah.
this is the complete opposite.
Yeah, we'll add some salt now as well. You can either add salt in here or there. It doesn't really make a difference. And then basically we
I
just
like that.
let that sort of garnish there. And then once the oil, warms up nicely, we can just give that a quick stir. And bearing in mind, we're not trying to. It's fine. It's just the.
And is this mum's recipe or is it grandma's recipe?
So I mean, yeah, mums, grandmas, both the same, right? So I've sort of grown up on this, right? It's a very, very simple dish to make. It takes just a few minutes or so. We'll just turn the heat up slightly. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, it's
fantastic. I think we could do with a bit more oil, right? Bear in mind, this is coconut oil, so it's super healthy. Coconut is actually a superfood, right? So even if you add a bit more, which will even out, it's not too greasy. It's not very, very unhealthy.
See, yeah, it's got the coconut aroma now. Yeah,
it does. Can you smell?
Fantastic, and I'm loving these spoons, bro. I actually like them.
Yeah.
If the kitchen is not loud, it's not doing the job properly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So, and that's pretty much it, right? The coconut gravy is nearly done, right? All we need to do is finish off and add the coconut milk. We do need to dice the lemon, right? And just, if you could pass me the knife over, just literally, just a slice, right? Right.
And that's to add the zesty element, yeah?
Add the zesty element, like you said.
Fantastic.
Keep that aside for now. That's good. All right, so Bismillah, let's carry on. So what we're going to do now is literally add the onions to the...
Fantastic. There's nothing better than caramelized onions, bro.
Yeah.
MashaAllah.
So essentially, it's a caramelized onion dish.
So tell me a little bit about Sri Lanka then. Tell me, what do you miss about it? Is there anything that because you were born in Sri Lanka, weren't you, bro?
Yeah. I mean, so Sri Lanka, is a very tropical country.
Yeah.
The weather on average is about 27 degrees Celsius, so very warm. You find most people in shorts and a shirt and sandals or flip flops. Very warm, vibrant culture, vibrant people, very friendly, very welcoming, and rumor has it they're one of the great hosts of the world. So Sri Lanka is a lovely place, just south of India, right? Probably a 2-hour flight from South India. And yeah, I grew up there for the initial part of my life. I was about 6 when I moved to the UK. Right. So yeah, fond memories of Sri Lanka, and we do have some family, so we try and visit when we can.
Well, I've got to go out there to Sri Lanka, man.
Yeah, exactly.
So what is the word for tasty then in Tamil?
Tasty, you can say Rusi or Rasai.
Rasai,
right?
that's the one. Rasai.
There's different sort of words you can say.
It's really colourful. It smells amazing as well. You can smell all the chili flakes coming through as well.
Yeah.
And how's the gravy coming along?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And they've got contrasting colours, bro, as well.
Yeah, so this is primarily very red, right? And obviously we add the red chili powder as well to bring out the colour.
Yeah, fantastic.
But now, Sami, we're essentially finished with the coconut milk gravy. So what we'll do is we can basically turn the heat right down. Where are we? Here?
Yep, there you go.
Turn the heat right down. And then you see here the coconut, you can see here that it's pretty much cooked, the onions. Nice. All we're doing, right, is we're adding, right, give
and this is
the coconut milk a little bit.
This is where the good...
Yep, so we're just giving this a quick stir, right, for the onions to cook. So we've got like a medium heat on. It will cook naturally, in its own time. So what we'll do, we'll put the lid on for that, right, let that cook. Now to finish off the coconut milk gravy, we've turned the heat right down. So all we're doing now is just to finish it off, okay? So we're gonna get the fresh coconut milk that we were speaking of earlier.
And this is where the good part happens.
All we're doing is pouring it in.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Right. Now what you can do is basically take a bit, put it in here, right? And then just save any of the last of the coconut milk.
We've got to have a look at that.
It's just give it a quick twirl, right? To ensure we're not missing any of the key ingredients, which is
so it's a little taster sort of thing. Is that?
Yeah, so we're just pouring it back, straight back in there, right? Right. And then that's all good.
Smells good.
Yeah.
Bro.
So now what we're doing is essentially finishing off with a bit of fresh lemon, just a slice of lemon. Just squeezing that in, right? Just get everything as much as you can out of it, right? Okay. Squeeze that lemon in. Not too much. We don't make it too tangy and too zesty, right? So then we essentially just stir it a little bit.
And does it thicken up or does it stay like that?
No, it stays like that. It doesn't really thicken up too much. I'll just quickly wash my hands. Yeah, so what we'll do now, Sami, is just check on the onions or the sini sambal, right?
Put that over here, bro.
It's piping hot.
Very good.
See here, essentially it's cooking nicely. What we're looking for is for it to caramelize.
And it's
and
sweating
soften.
out, isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. That's all we're looking for.
Oh.
And then just, a couple more minutes, right?
Honestly, guys, smells fantastic as well.
A couple more minutes and then we're all done. So we'll put it back on there. Just put it on a very, very light, low flame because we don't want it to burn. Okay? So we'll just leave that in there. Put the lid on.
I'll tell you what, bro. You was talking about this a little earlier on this contraption. So what's all this about?
Yeah.
Still haven't explained.
Yeah. So obviously we didn't get a chance to, we didn't get time to make it today. It's called string hoppers. I'll show you. I have a little surprise for you actually. But it's basically a rice noodle, right, that we have, and that we have it normally with these two dishes. And normally, traditionally it was made back in homes, but because now, it takes too much tooling and too much skill,
that's all
we
right.
just buy it from shops. So, viewers,
Let's have a look, bro. Let's have a look.
If you're looking to buy it, you can just buy it from Sri Lankan shops. But I'll just show you what I mean.
Honestly, there's so many colors, so many flavors, and I guess it is really a whole healthier alternative Sri Lankan food, and it's my first experience with it, to be honest.
Yeah, so here's the price I was talking to you about earlier. So this is what we call string hoppers. So as you can see, it's basically like a rice noodle put into the bamboo steaming plate we have there. So what we do, as in what we did earlier, was just to pour it from the tool we have there.
You'd eat it like this off the...
No, you'd steam it, and then you'd take it off. You would, as soon as it's steamed and cooked, you take it off. Right, so to finish off, remember the secret ingredient, which we have is brown sugar.
Oh, okay.
We put just a teaspoon also into there. If you can put that back, we'll give this a quick stir.
Sweetens it, yeah?
Yeah. And
look at that.
So we give that a stir, and then now it's become sini sambal, which stands for sugar chutney.
And it's just...
So whilst that's there, we'll bring this over, guys, and the milk gravy is done. Coconut milk gravy.
That goes on the
done.
top. Looks
We
fantastic.
add the spoon,
So
put that
hungry.
away, and then to finish off and to plate is we put some on the side, okay, as much as you like. And Sami, if you like to do the honors, you can pour the gravy.
Yes, I would love to. Does
on
it go on the top of the onions?
on top of the onions, on top of the string hoppers. It's up to you. Yeah. So if you want to do it like this, just all around, so like this.
Bro, that
And
looks
then
amazing.
there we have string hoppers with sini sambal and palanam, which is coconut milk gravy.
What can I say, Akhi? That looks fantastic, man.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
a
wait
pleasure.
to dig in, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm going to give you
It's
the
been a long
honest
day.
truth, though, yeah?
Yes.
Bismillah.
Enjoy my time.
Let's eat, Akhi. Let's
Cool.
have a try.
Bismillah. Let's give it a go.
So how are we eating this? Do we go just to mix everything in?
Yeah, so we can
all.
do, so you can just, we normally eat with the hands, but we have a bit of this. And we're good?
Really
That's it.
good. Fantastic.
Thanks for having me, Sami. It's
Easy.
been a pleasure.
MashaAllah, it's really good. A good dish to make, and I think I'm going to try it myself, bro.
Inshallah.
So there you have it, guys. Fantastic. I'd give that a 10 out of 10, mashallah. We want all you guys to get involved. Tune in next week, our next episode, and we're going to take you to another part of the world for my home, my cuisine. For now, inshallah, we give you Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.